Hi everybody, I'm Jackie Somerville. Welcome to my channel. It is Storytime Saturday today, and I'm continuing to read to you from my latest book, all my love stories about how younger men reignited my passion. If you've missed the previous story to this one, I'll make sure to link it below this video. So we are doing chapter 3 today, the dinner party, and I'm going to just read the last paragraph where we left off last week to just orient you. After all, it might have been the unrequited deed that brought him back the next night, the charm of the forbidden, the lure of eventual victory, or maybe it was love at first sight. Whatever it was, he came back. The dinner party. I remember being so excited for the dinner party I could barely stand it. I felt like I had an uncontrollable heart palpitations and needed something to calm me down, ground me. Just the anticipation of seeing him turned me into something resembling a hormone-ravaged teenager. I feel it now as I write. It's like somebody jammed a massive syringe of adrenaline into my rear end. He texted that afternoon, asked what I was making for dinner. The menu was one of my dinner party staples: big, succulent ribeye steaks, asparagus roasted with tomatoes and olives, and crispy roast potatoes. Dessert was crunchy, sticky chocolate caramel brownies I was making for the first time, and serving with oodles of whipped cream. I prepped the dinner to loud music and sipped a vodka. My 4 gay friends arrived and were happily surprised to hear that a hot and handsome man boy was about to join us. "Oh my God, we want all the details, like now. How did you meet? How was he in the sack? Well endowed?" The profuse banter and hysterical laughter came to a screeching halt when the doorbell rang. "It's him! Behave yourselves. Pretend I've told you nothing," I half whispered, shaking my hands as if I was about to take the starting post of an Olympic heat. The beautiful man seemed nervous, looked like a suspect in a perp lineup, perhaps afraid of being misunderstood, judged. He relaxed somewhat with all the laughter, but never completely. I laughed a lot that night, drank too much, and poured the beautiful man like a lioness in heat. Thankfully, he didn't run for the hills. I purposefully avoid the word cougar and hate when it's used in reference to women. It implies preying on young men, chasing them. A wise, straight woman leaves the chasing up to men, no matter their age. From experience, I can say that there are numerous young men who seek out and indeed chase older women. It seems to be a sexual match made in heaven. There is no doubt in my mind that this particular younger man was sent directly to me from heaven above. My friends left, and he grabbed my ass, pulling me into him, his perfect lips pressed against mine. Then he pushed me up against the wall and said, "Just so you know, I'm not leaving tonight." Oof. The kiss, my alcohol consumption, and his dominant determination rendered any of my prior concerns null and void. Oh my God. He made love like he lived. Forceful yet kind, dominant yet intuitive, take no prisoners, make no apologies, push the envelope, try your luck. Everything is acceptable between consenting adults. That night was the first time that I'd had sex exactly the way it was meant to be in my world. I was taken, claimed, adored, desired, wanted. I felt confident and beautiful. I couldn't wipe the smile off of my face or shake the peaceful expression or the masochistic delight I felt from the warm sensation down there. I had been thoroughly taken, and it was glorious. The previous night, my never-ending no had shown me perfectly the cut of the man's jib. There was his exuberance, the seeming innocence, and his wholehearted approach to life. He refused to take personally my half-hearted expressed rejection. Instead, it would sweetly strengthen his resolve. His determination and persistency were delivered with spirited kindness. I found his way charming, endearing, and staggeringly irresistible. He was skilled at the dance, the fine line between pushing and allowing. The beautiful man was never going to overpower me when I was serious about not being overpowered. He intuitively knew the difference between the times I was half-hearted and wanting to be swayed and when I was deadly serious. He was stunningly tuned in to the rhythms of the soul. He lived on the edge and somehow made it look safe, alluring. I was reeled in. The intuitive call to join him on the precipice lured me like a siren song. It tortured my mind and played games with my voice of reason. I couldn't stay away. That night, I fell in love with him. Some 30 hours after meeting my beautiful man, I no longer wanted to sleep alone. "What did you mean by the text you sent when you asked me how much time I had?" I said. "I wanted to know how much time I had to make you fall in love with me," he answered. Mission accomplished. Chapter 4, Naked Confidence. The beautiful man spends almost every night with me since the dinner party and sleeps in every morning. I sneak in to take pictures of him and my beloved terrier spooning, and my heart fills with cell-bursting love. It takes everything I have to not disturb their peace by joining in. Love fills every corner of my house. I want to bend down and smother his beautiful face with kisses. I fight back tears and stare at the two scars like cat's whiskers off to the side of his left eye, the slight cleft in his chin and his chiseled cheekbones. I want to lie on top of him and be wrapped in those long arms. He's beautiful. I tiptoe back to the living room. When he wakes, he pees loudly and comes through in his boxers without even a hint of self-consciousness. An imperfect body and long, lean legs, his energy and joy fill the room. He bends down and gives me a big, unguarded morning breath smooch. He's raw, real, and so damn sexy. "Morning, baby girl." My God, I'm baby girl. I'm so much older than he is, yet I'm baby girl. Why did I like that so much? We chat for a moment about what I'm working on, the book I'm writing. He bounds out of the room. Then he sings. He sings in the shower. It's the sound of pure happiness in the moment, like his past was washed away and is no longer even in his consciousness. He sings country songs. Not my thing, yet coming from him, I'm suddenly a fan. When last did a man I was with sing in the shower, if ever? The last man didn't. In fact, he never seemed to do much of anything just for the sheer joy of being alive. I find myself wondering if the beautiful man will always be like this, or when he's 40 or 50, will he succumb to the dull cynicism of middle age? Will he become beaten down by societal norms and battered by unfulfilled expectations? Please, dear God, help him to remember to never, ever stop singing in the shower. He comes back. Firmly and without permission, he lifts the computer from my lap, places it on the sideboard, and confidently extends his big, youthful hand. "Come, baby girl," he says with authority. I stand up, and as he presses those beautiful lips onto mine, he leads me to the bedroom, to the edge of the bed. He passionately takes me, and tears well up in an expression of unguarded bliss. Afterwards, his personality shifts immediately from authoritative and commanding to gentle and inclusive. We lie in each other's arms, sharing stories of our radically different upbringings. He rolls over on top of me and sensually rams my lips. We want each other again. I witness him blissfully lost in the depravity of the moment. It's as though he owns my body, and I have willingly, knowingly, and completely given it over to him. I feel no hint of embarrassment in his presence, no need to hide my flaws. When we lie together, there is only perfection. My body is his, and his is mine. What a strange thing for me. I'd always felt hamstrung by physical insecurities and hang-ups, but not in the raw presence of my beautiful man. 4 decades of insecurity, seemingly wiped out in one moment, consumed by a powerful, connected soul who takes no prisoners and leaves only confident fulfillment in his exuberant wake. We shower together. Again, it challenges my norms. There's no hiding, nowhere to go, and no sheets to drape over the parts of my body I've long despised. He lathers up and slowly and firmly soaps my back, neck, and ass with those enormous hands. I return the favor. It's a glorious moment of gentle romance, perfectly fleeting, for then he faces me, kisses me, and pulls me in. Turn around, he commands. It's delicious, sexy, bold, bad, best shower of my life. I spend the rest of the day writing what was to become a best-selling book. Possessed by love and inspired by passionate sex, I had tapped in to my zone of genius. Ooh. What happens next? Does the beautiful man stay or does he go? Tune in next Saturday to find out. And if you've liked this video, please click like, share it with others, and of course, leave me a comment. I do love to hear from you. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so now and turn on notifications so you don't miss the rest of the story. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.